When my husband's colleague crossed a line, you won't believe the unfolding of events. We invite you to embrace the moment by liking the video, sharing your reflections in the comments, and subscribing to journey with us through our latest tales. I never anticipated that a simple dinner gathering could alter the essence of my serene existence. At 57, I had found a soothing cadence in my life. Gentle mornings in the garden, afternoons lost in the pages of historical novels, and serene evenings shared with my husband, Ryan. After more than 3 decades of marriage, I thought the days of unexpected moments had faded into the past. How mistaken I was. It began with a simple invitation, a Friday night dinner at the home of Ryan's dear colleague, Jeff, and his charming wife, Sarah. Jeff, at 48, exuded a magnetic charm, his silver hair catching the light as he moved with an ease that captivated those around him. His wit danced in the air, drawing people in and creating an atmosphere rich with connection. Our acquaintance had been a gentle dance over the years, with our moments together primarily unfolding at company gatherings. Sarah exuded a captivating charm, her warmth and grace enveloping everyone in a gentle embrace. I was captivated by her ability to transform even the most ordinary meals into something extraordinary. Their home exuded warmth, a delightful suburban colonial adorned with meticulously trimmed hedges and an inviting front porch that beckoned to all who passed by. Upon entering, we were enveloped by the gentle strains of soft jazz, intertwining seamlessly with the alluring aroma of roasting garlic and fresh herbs wafting from the kitchen. Candles glowed gently on the dining table, their light creating a tender ballet of shadows that played across the walls adorned in soothing hues of beige and pale blue. The warm atmosphere wrapped around me, soothing my spirit and inviting a sense of tranquility. "Step inside, Emma." "So happy you're here," Sarah said, her voice a gentle caress amidst the soft jazz melodies that enveloped us. She enveloped me in a tender embrace, her authentic warmth soothing my anxious spirit. "Thank you, Sarah," I responded, a warm smile spreading across my face. The air is filled with a delightful aroma. As the 4 of us gathered around the dinner table, Jeff poured the wine, his rich voice weaving through delightful stories of his recent journey overseas. The dialogue danced effortlessly, with laughter spilling forth like a gentle breeze. Ryan radiated joy, fully embracing the chance to relax and escape the pressures of his demanding work. As dessert was served, the heavenly chocolate mousse adorned with raspberries, Jeff's gaze met mine. "Emma, I was told by Ryan that you possess a remarkable gift for nurturing gardens. I would appreciate some guidance. My roses seem to be struggling to find their bloom." I chuckled softly, warmed by his recognition. "I wouldn't describe it as talent, Jeff, but rather a deep sense of patience. I'd be delighted to explore it." "Wonderful. Maybe we could share a moment after dinner?" His gaze held for a moment, and a gentle warmth spread across my skin. I gently set the feeling aside, certain it was merely a figment of my imagination. After dessert, Jeff led me through a sliding door onto a spacious patio, illuminated by the gentle glow of the moonlight. The cool evening breeze caressed the air, weaving through the trees and carrying with it the delicate scent of jasmine from Sarah's garden beds. Ryan and Sarah stayed indoors, lost in a captivating exchange about their dream vacation spots. Jeff guided me to a row of roses, their beauty softly illuminated by the gentle glow of outdoor lights. He lowered himself to the ground, studying the leaves with a quiet intensity, and beckoned for me to come closer. "Notice how the edges are softly transitioning to a warm yellow hue?" Jeff inquired, his voice now a gentle whisper, imbued with a sense of heartfelt curiosity. I drew nearer, suddenly conscious of the closeness between us. One heartbeat quickened, stirring something deep within. "It seems they could benefit from a bit more nitrogen," I suggested, working to maintain a calm tone. Jeff turned toward me, his gaze a blend of intensity and warmth. "Emma, I find myself admiring the connection you share with Ryan. After 2 decades of sharing our lives, it feels as though Sarah and I have gently grown distant from one another." His unexpected sincerity took me by surprise. "Every marriage experiences its share of highs and lows, Jeff. It's perfectly natural." He nodded with a deep sense of contemplation. "Perhaps it is. Yet, in recent times, a sense of absence lingers within me. The depth of emotion in his gaze stirred something profound within me. Before I could find my words, his hand grazed softly against mine. The fleeting, innocent touch ignited a spark within me, a blend of guilt and unexpected thrill surging through my being. Apologies escaped Jeff's lips as he instinctively withdrew, a hint of vulnerability coloring his tone. I never intended to overstep any boundaries. I paused, my feelings intertwining in a delicate dance. Though my first urge was to withdraw, a more profound feeling urged me to extend a hand of compassion instead. "It's perfectly fine," I murmured softly, catching myself off guard. "Your honesty is refreshing." Jeff looked up, a warmth of appreciation illuminating his striking features. We embraced a serene moment, recognizing the subtle yet undeniable tension between us. I experienced a profound sense of being truly recognized, something I hadn't felt in a long time, even if the depth of it was still unfolding before me. Stepping back inside enveloped me in a dreamlike embrace. Ryan's familiar smile enveloped me in warmth, yet it held a depth I couldn't quite understand. I caught a glimpse of Jeff from across the room, sensing he had withdrawn into his own world, keeping a respectful distance. The evening came to a gentle close, yet my thoughts lingered, entwined in the intricate emotions of what had just unfolded. Later that night, as Ryan slept peacefully beside me, I gazed at the ceiling, my heart stirring with unspoken questions. Was my response merely a reflection of the surprise of his attention, or had Jeff stirred something deep within me that had long been asleep? Could a fleeting moment of intimacy genuinely disturb the peace I had treasured for so long? I found myself grappling with a mix of unease and intrigue as the comforting rhythm of our life began to feel unexpectedly lacking. Yet beneath the confusion, I felt a stirring within, akin to a tender bud unfurling to greet the gentle embrace of morning light, delicate yet undeniably vibrant. Unbeknownst to me at the time, this unforeseen evening marked the start of a profound journey of self-discovery, a path lit by delicate moments, lingering glances, and the silent bond that had begun to form between Adam and me. What lay ahead would test every limit we had so meticulously established, compelling us to face the truths we had both been reluctant to acknowledge. And you won't imagine the unfolding of what came next. In the days that followed that unforgettable dinner, my life seemed to remain the same on the surface. Yet beneath the comforting rhythms, morning strolls through the garden, afternoons spent with tea and a beloved book, and evenings lost in the charm of old movies with Ryan, a subtle stirring began to blossom within me. I often find myself revisiting that moment on the patio, where Adam's hand lightly grazed mine, accompanied by his surprising confession. Every memory awakened feelings I had almost lost touch with. It had been years since I experienced such a profound sense of being truly seen and cherished, even if just for a fleeting moment. Yet, beneath the wave of these emotions, a subtle guilt persisted. Ryan was my beloved husband, my eternal companion, and my heart held a deep affection for him. Yet something about Adam's vulnerability, his openness, had stirred a long-forgotten part of my heart. On a sun-drenched afternoon, I found myself enveloped in contemplation beside my cherished lilacs, delicately trimming away the faded blooms. The garden, my usual refuge, brimmed with serene stillness and clarity, yet today my thoughts danced restlessly, evading tranquility. "Emma, someone special has arrived to see you." Ryan's voice drifted softly from the back porch. As I turned, a flutter of excitement surged within me. Adam lingered close to Ryan, his blue button-down shirt and jeans lending him an effortless charm, his gaze soft yet measured. My heart raced at once, yet I willed myself to find tranquility, meeting his gaze with a composed smile. "Apologies for arriving without notice," Adam murmured softly, moving closer with care. I was longing to delve deeper into the beauty of those roses. "Yet, if your time is consumed." "It's all right." I responded swiftly, feeling a subtle trace of anticipation in my voice. Ryan smiled, blissfully oblivious to the tension brewing softly in the space between Adam and me. With a soft laugh, Ryan turned back toward the house, leaving the gardening experts to their work. Adam and I stood close, the air around us heavy with the weight of unexpressed feelings. Birds sang sweetly in the air, their melodies dancing around us, unaware of the unspoken tension that lingered just beneath our serene facade. At last, Adam cleared his throat, shattering the stillness of our unspoken tension. Emma, I find myself reflecting on the other night, and I want to express my sincere apologies once more. He started softly, with genuine emotion woven into each phrase. I ventured into uncharted territory, and the weight of that choice has lingered in my heart ever since. I examined his face intently, observing the sincere regret reflected in his blue eyes. My chest tightened, a complex blend of relief and disappointment swirling inside me. "There's no need for apologies," I whispered gently to him. There was a stillness, a quiet moment where nothing unfolded. He nodded gently, moving nearer, his voice soft and intimate. Yet, something unfolded. The connection was undeniable for both of us. My breath hitched as Adam's eyes held mine with an intense connection. His voice was a gentle caress, each word imbued with intention and depth. "I understand the complexity of this, Emma. And I've attempted to push it aside, yet thoughts of you linger in my mind," he admitted softly. "It's been ages since I've experienced such a profound bond." A gentle warmth enveloped me, only to be followed by a rush of uncertainty. "Adam, I am committed to someone else. In a blissful union." "I understand," Adam replied softly. "And the last thing I desire is to disturb the harmony of your world. But I wanted you to understand, you stirred something deep within me. Something I had lost sight of, yet it feels so familiar now." For a fleeting moment, a profound stillness enveloped us, interrupted solely by the gentle whisper of the leaves above. My heart raced within me, caught in a delicate dance between my commitment to Ryan and the undeniable attraction to Adam's sincerity. I turned my gaze, feelings swirling tumultuously inside me. "Your honesty means so much to me," I finally whispered. "Your words resonated with me on a profound level. Yet, we must hold back from taking action on this. It feels unjust to all involved." Adam let out a breath, visibly grappling with the turmoil within himself. He extended his hand with a tender touch, enveloping mine softly in his grasp. It enveloped me in a comforting warmth, and my fingers naturally curled tighter around his. "I honor your choice," he whispered gently. "What I truly desire is the warmth of your companionship. If this is all we can share, it is more than sufficient." I nodded slowly, yet the depth of his gaze hinted at something more profound. "Friendship," I whispered, gently letting go of his hand. "Just that." The weeks that followed were filled with a subtle, yet profound unrest. Adam and I shared fleeting messages about gardening tips and gentle conversations about the weather, always mindful of the delicate boundaries we had set. Yet each conversation, no matter how fleeting, gently deepened our connection. I discovered a longing within me as I awaited his messages, a mix of excitement and trepidation that enveloped my thoughts. One evening, Ryan softly shared that Adam and Sarah would be gracing us with their presence at a company-sponsored gala event downtown. My heart fluttered at the thought of encountering Adam once more, this time amidst a bustling crowd where our unspoken connection might be challenging to hide. As night fell, the grand ballroom came to life with gentle melodies, twinkling lights, and elegantly attired couples moving with a captivating grace. Ryan led me inside, his hands softly placed on my lower back, offering a sense of comfort while remaining oblivious to the storm brewing within me. I noticed Adam right away from across the room, our eyes locking in an instant, stirring something profound within me. As we shared our meal, the dialogue danced gracefully between the four of us. Yet beneath the polished laughter and polite exchanges, Adam and I exchanged fleeting, stolen glances, each look imbued with unspoken desire, each subtle smile resonating with profound significance. Following dinner, the guests gracefully made their way to the dance floor. Ryan, ever the charming gentleman, offered his hand to Sarah, inviting her to share a delightful dance. With soft laughter, they mingled with other couples under the twinkling lights, leaving Adam and me in a quiet embrace of solitude. We paused for a moment as Adam softly extended his hand, his voice warm and inviting. "Could I?" With a flutter of anticipation, I gently placed my hand in his, letting him lead me onto the dance floor. My heart raced as we started to sway softly, the world around us fading away until it was just Adam and me. "You look stunning tonight," he murmured, his voice rich with warmth and genuine admiration. A warm rush spread across my cheeks, and a wave of unexpected emotion constricted my throat. Adam, I began gently, feeling the allure of the treacherous journey that lay ahead. We chose to nurture a bond of friendship. He leaned back just a bit, gazing into my eyes with a softness that held a quiet strength. Our bond only deepens my appreciation for the remarkable person you are, and it allows my heart to feel a profound connection to you. We moved together at a gentle pace, our intimacy a blend of solace and longing. My thoughts whispered warnings, yet every fiber of my being beckoned me nearer to this man who seemed to grasp the depths of my concealed essence. Before I knew it, the melody faded away. We lingered, our eyes locked, quietly recognizing the fragile line we had stepped beyond. I shouldn't feel this way, I murmured softly, my voice trembling. Yet somehow, I find myself unable to resist. Adam brushed his fingers softly against my cheek, a delicate touch that sent a wave of warmth through me. I understand, and will honor whatever choice you make. I assure you. I stepped away, my heart weighed down by a deep yearning and doubt, quietly appreciative of his respect while still being touched by the intensity of our shared feelings. Rejoining Ryan, I donned a courteous smile, all the while grappling with the undeniable feelings that were quietly unfurling inside me. Unbeknownst to me, the unfolding moments of this night would gently nudge our fragile connection into uncharted territory, a discovery so surprising it would indelibly alter the course of our lives. And you simply won't imagine what unfolded next. Days melted into weeks, each one weaving a tapestry of unspoken desire and uncertainty within my heart. I endeavored to keep my emotions at bay, hiding them under the guise of gardening tasks, tranquil morning strolls, and the familiar rhythm of dinners with Ryan. Yet Adam's words resonated gently within me, awakening feelings I had long kept hidden. On a rainy afternoon, while I sifted through cherished photographs in our warm sitting room, the gentle chime of my phone caught me by surprise. My heart raced, a familiar warmth enveloping me as I recognized the presence. Adam's message was concise, yet it resonated deeply. Emma, may we share a moment together? I assure you, it holds great significance. My breath caught, a blend of nervousness and eager expectation swirling within me. After a brief pause, I responded. Absolutely. Where might our paths intertwine? He proposed we gather at a serene coffee shop on the outskirts of town, a place where we could share our thoughts intimately, yet still in a setting that honored the commitments we both held dear. I consented, my heart racing with a mix of doubt and longing, my mind swirling with the need to grasp the depth of his urgency. The cafe embraced you with its warmth, the air rich with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the gentle murmur of intimate exchanges. Adam sat at a quiet table in the corner, his hands intertwined, eyes reflecting a depth of feeling that captivated me completely. Thank you for coming, he murmured softly, inviting me to take a seat. He appeared taut, yet profoundly determined, his demeanor earnest. What is it that stirs within you, Adam? I inquired gently, my unease barely concealed. Is there something on your mind? He let out a deep sigh, his fingers gliding through his silver hair, his eyes reflecting a profound sorrow. Sarah understands. A wave of unease washed over me, my heart fluttering with a rush of anxiety. Is aware? What is it about? Could it be just the two of us? Adam nodded with a gentle understanding. She felt an undeniable energy at the gala. Yesterday, she faced me with an intensity that stirred something deep within. I found it impossible to be untruthful, Emma. I shared my deepest thoughts with her. The way I feel, the depth of our conversations, lingers in the air, even though nothing has truly unfolded. A cold shiver enveloped my heart, a wave of unease swelling within me. Adam, I find myself at a loss for words. You don't need to say a word, he murmured softly, his eyes filled with a deep yearning. Yet, there was a profound understanding between Sarah and me. I felt it was important to share my thoughts with you and illuminate the path ahead. What unfolds from here? I whispered softly, a wave of anxiety washing over me at the thought of losing the serene existence I had so tenderly safeguarded. Adam grasped my hand softly, calming the quiver of my fingers. His touch brought solace, yet stirred a deeper unrest within me. I assured Sarah that I would honor any decision you choose to embrace. Emma, should you decide to turn away, I assure you I will embrace that choice. Yet, if you experience even a fraction of what I feel, then we must confront it with sincerity." His sincerity resonated, and his vulnerability stirred something profound within. Emotion welled within me, and I fought to express the words that danced just beyond my reach. "Adam, you've awakened emotions I believed were lost to time. But Ryan, he has been my world for more than 30 years. He held my hand softly, a deep warmth radiating from his gaze. "I understand. And I would never want you to compromise that trust. But can you truly dismiss the bond we discovered? Shouldn't we take a moment to recognize it?" My heart throbbed, caught in a delicate dance between devotion and desire. In the quiet corners of my heart, I recognized the truth in Adam's words. The deep connection we had nurtured, silently yet profoundly, could not just fade away. We were bound to reveal the truth to ourselves and our partners. After a lingering silence, I finally found my voice, trembling with sincerity. "I'm unable to ignore the depth of my emotions. You've awakened aspects of my being that I had nearly lost touch with. But the thought of causing Ryan pain fills me with dread. I fear the thought of losing him, and I wish to spare Sarah any pain as well." Adam nodded, a profound understanding reflected in his expression. My heart resonates with that sentiment. Yet, I feel that concealing the truth ultimately brings more pain in the long run. Perhaps embracing honesty will guide us all toward what lies ahead. We lingered in a quiet moment, letting the depth of his words wash over us. The rain gently danced against the cafe windows, echoing the stillness of our shared thoughts. "I need to speak with Ryan," I finally murmured, a mix of relief and trepidation washing over me with the confession. "He is worthy of the truth." Adam held my hand with a comforting grip, letting it go softly. "No matter what unfolds, Emma, my presence will remain, whether as a companion or something deeper. I won't rush you, but remember that you have company in this journey." We separated with a gentle awareness, feelings intertwined yet unmistakable. As I navigated the winding road beneath the soft, persistent drizzle, my mind danced with the words of a conversation that loomed ahead, one I both feared and understood was essential. Ryan was entitled to the truth, regardless of the pain it might bring. That evening, after dinner, as we lingered in the warmth of the living room, I found the strength to share my thoughts. My heart raced with intensity, a wave of emotion swelling inside me. "Ryan, I need to speak with you," I began softly, my voice revealing a hint of vulnerability. He gently set his newspaper aside, his gaze meeting mine with a hint of tenderness and worry. "Is everything okay, Emma?" I inhaled deeply, my heart fluttering as I gazed into his warm, reassuring eyes. Recently, an unexpected event unfolded, stirring emotions within me. There was no physical connection, yet emotionally, I found myself irresistibly drawn to another. His expression transformed swiftly, revealing a deep-seated pain beneath the surface of confusion. His voice carried a softness, tinged with an underlying tension. "Adam." His intuition caught me off guard, and I nodded slowly, a weight of guilt settling in my chest. "Indeed." Ryan breathed out slowly, his gaze far away yet steady. "There was a moment at the gala, a spark in the way he gazed at you, and the way your eyes responded to his. I never intended for this to unfold," I whispered gently, as tears slipped down my cheeks. "You have been the essence of my existence, Ryan. My heart is drawn to you in ways that words can scarcely capture. Yet this sensation has stirred something deep within me. A force that resonates deeply. I found it necessary to speak my truth." He observed me with a deep intensity, a gentle sorrow reflected in his gaze. After a moment, he reached for my hand with a soft touch, catching me by surprise. "Your honesty means a lot to me, Emma. You chose to share this with me, and I appreciate your honesty. That holds significance." His response stirred something within me, amplifying the weight of the guilt I carried. "Ryan, I deeply regret what happened." He gently shook his head, his voice soft but resolute. "Embrace your humanity without regret. 3 decades is a significant passage of time. Love evolves. Individuals evolve. I feel a deep ache within me, indeed. Yet, I feel a deep understanding. You are worthy of truth as well." My heart shattered softly, enveloped by his elegance and kindness. I'm feeling a bit lost at the moment. A sense of disorientation envelopes me. Ryan held my hand softly, his breath a quiet whisper of emotion. Embrace the moment. Discover the deepest desires of your heart. Your happiness means everything to me, no matter the circumstances. His compassion enveloped me softly, filling my heart with gratitude while also deepening the ache within. In that moment, I felt the profound depth of our connection, illuminated by Ryan's steadfast respect for me as an individual. We sat in serene companionship, the soft ticking of the clock whispering of the fleeting, delicate, and cherished moments that define our existence. Whatever path lay ahead, I felt the warmth of Ryan's kindness transforming my reality, revealing possibilities I had never dared to dream. As the gentle evening slipped into the tender embrace of night, I felt the weight of the most difficult decisions yet to come. The journey ahead may be filled with unknowns, yet the light of honesty illuminates the way, guiding one toward profound self-discovery and blossoming growth. Yet nothing could have truly equipped me for what unfolded next, a profound revelation that would irrevocably change the course of our lives. In the weeks that followed that sincere, deeply moving conversation with Ryan, life assumed an almost dreamlike essence. Every day seemed delicate, lingering in the warmth of what was while teetering on the edge of what might come. Ryan and I shared our innermost thoughts, exploring our feelings, fears, and dreams in a way that felt both intimate and refreshing, as if we were rediscovering each other all over again. In a curious way, our openness drew us nearer, enriching our connection even amidst the ambiguity of what lay ahead. Adam and Sarah embarked on a journey toward understanding, seeking counseling to delve into their intricate feelings. Adam and I decided to embrace a gentle distance during this tender time, allowing ourselves the freedom to truly reflect without any weight of pressure or expectation. On a warm, sunlit afternoon, as I nurtured my garden, the sanctuary that always offered me peace, Ryan softly drew near, cradling 2 cups of tea in his hands. He settled next to me, softly offering the warm mug. "Emma," he began softly, his voice calm and tender. "I've been lost in my thoughts lately." I gazed at his face, feeling the delicate balance of strength and vulnerability that resided within him. "So do I," Ryan smiled gently, his comforting presence enveloping me in a soothing embrace. "I came to a profound understanding. Our marriage is rooted in love, intertwined with friendship, respect, and a deep sense of honesty. Perhaps, after all this time, we should create space for one another to seek joy, even if it requires welcoming transformation." Tears welled in my eyes at the depth of his vulnerability. "What are you trying to convey, Ryan?" He grasped my hand gently, his eyes reflecting a deep sincerity. "I express my love for you by allowing you the space to discover what your heart genuinely seeks. Even if it means allowing you the freedom to discover your bond with Adam. No matter the circumstances, you are worthy of joy. We share that connection." As I sit in my garden, enveloped by the vibrant flowers that sway softly in the warm breeze, my heart reveals the profound truth of our journey. Life, akin to my garden, demands bravery, patience, and a willingness to embrace transformation. Relationships transcend mere routine or obligation. They are molded by genuine connection, deep understanding, and reverence. And at times, what appears unattainable initially guides us gently to the very place we are destined to find ourselves. I turned my gaze to the house, where Ryan shared easy conversation with Adam and Sarah, their laughter floating gently in my direction.